Hello YouTubers, I'm Flash Sentry Airbus A380 Pilot 2018. We're in Airbus Museum with me and my friends including Track's parents and my parents. This is the 11th vlog for this trip to France.
Welcome on this 11th vlog on Track Sonter Boeing 747 Pilot 2018. We're going to see the airplanes and have a tour of Airbus A380.
This is Tony Airbus A340 fan, and I'm a sponsor on your video.
Ted Wiggins Airbus A330.
Me too as Wilbur Boeing 777 boy.
Including me, Twilight and Violet as sponsors on YouTube.
Guys, this is the airplane that I was going to fly in the future as a pilot. The Airbus A380.
I know, we'll work in the Air France, but Emirates has the number of Airbus A380s.
I can even see the Airbus A340 behind there. All of us like the Airbus A380.
Yes, Flash, you're going to be the boss of 4 of us when we become pilots.
In Air France, and I like Airbus and Boeing.
Flash, Track, Tony, Ted and Wilbur, why all of you like the Airbus A380s?
Because of 2 decks and 4 engines, even the cockpit is on the main deck.
Does it look like a double-decker bus?
Yes it is. So do you know about Spirited Adventure airship?
I don't know about it, so do all 5 pilots know about that airship?
Yes, it's from the movie Up. It's like the Hindenburg. It's bigger than the Airbus A380 and Boeing 747. We can tell stories about Hindenburg after this museum experience.
It's both of us that will tell the story.
Also you girls.
Okay guys, it's time for the tour.
Okay Mom, we're coming now.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Airbus Aeroscopia Museum for this tour. We're going to talk about the Airbus A380.
Yes, our favorite airplane.
The Airbus A380 is a large wide-body airliner that was developed and produced by Airbus. It is the world's largest passenger airliner. Airbus studies started in 1988, and the project was announced in 1990 to challenge the dominance of the Boeing 747 in the long-haul market. The then designated A320 project was presented in 1994. Airbus launched the €9.5 billion, $10.7 billion, A380 program on the 19th of December 2000. The first prototype was unveiled in Toulouse on the 18th of January 2005, with its first flight on the 27th of April 2005. It then obtained its type certificate from the European Aviation Safety Agency. The full-length double-deck aircraft has a typical seating for 525 passengers, with a maximum certified capacity for 853 passengers. The Chui is powered by Engine Alliance GP7200 or Rolls-Royce Trent 900 turbofans providing a range of 8,000 nmi. So you're going to see the first flight of the Airbus A380. Enjoy!
At 10:29 and 32 seconds, the throttles are opened.
Here we go. 100% partout. C'est bon.
effortless.
Excellent demonstration altogether. And it was really like a diamond in the sky, stable and moving away. Really nice, really nice.
13. 179. C'est bon. Parfaitement équilibré.
The next few hours will be spent gently probing the aircraft's abilities. And 15 minutes in, it's time to retract the landing gear.
Allez. Alors là, c'est là que les... Allez, vas-y. 3, 2, 1, top. Alors, les portes s'ouvrent du body. Tout est nominal. Je vois les bodies rentrer, les wings rentrer. Les bodies sont ouvertes encore, les portes. Top, les bodies se ferment. Le train est rentré.
The flight is a remarkable demonstration of modern aviation technology.
C'était un vrai plaisir, hein. Ouais, vraiment, comme au cible.
After years of effort, the men and women of Airbus can at last say that they have built the largest airliner the world has ever seen.
The future of air travel is explored further on our Building the Best website at channel4.com/science. What Big Brother is next on 4 is Max falling in love with Saskia. That's what Derek suspects. The diary room heart to heart coming up.
Did anyone like the video?
It's good because of the takeoff of the Airbus A380.
We're going to see about the parts of the Airbus A380 in the hangar. Remember, no gadgets and cameras or else we'll stop this tour. The design overview of the Airbus A380-800 original configuration carried 555 passengers in a 3-class configuration or 853 passengers, 538 on the main deck and 315 on the upper deck, in a single-class economy configuration. Then in May 2007, Airbus began marketing a configuration with 30 fewer passengers, 525 total in 3 classes, traded for 200 nmi, 370 kilometers, more range to better reflect trends in premium class accommodation. The design range for the A380-800 model is 8,500 nmi, 15,700 kilometers. Capable of flying from Hong Kong to New York or from Sydney to Istanbul non-stop. The engines is offered with the Rolls-Royce Trent 900, a 380-841-842, or the Engine Alliance GP7000, a 382-861, turbofan engines. The Trent 900 is a combination of the 3M118 fan and scaled IOP compressor of the 777-200X/300X Trent 8104 technology demonstrator derived from the Boeing 777's Trent 800 and the Airbus A340-500-600 Trent 500 core. The GP7200 HP core technology is derived from GE's GE90 and its LP sections are based on the PW4000 expertise. At its launch in 2000, engine makers assured Airbus it was getting the best level of technology and they would be state-of-the-art. The Airbus A380's wings are sized for a maximum take-off weight, MTOW, over 650 tons, to accommodate these future versions, albeit with some internal strengthening required on the A380F freighter. The optimal wingspan for this weight is about 90 m, 300 ft, but airport restrictions have limited it to less than 80 m, 260 ft, thereby lowering the aspect ratio to 7.8, which reduces fuel efficiency by about 10% and increases operating costs a few percent, given that fuel costs constitute about 50% of the cost of long-haul airplane operation. The materials are most of the fuselage is made of aluminium alloys. Composite materials comprise more than 20% of the A380's airframe. Carbon fiber reinforced plastic, glass fiber reinforced plastic and quartz fiber reinforced plastic are used extensively in wings, fuselage sections, such as the undercarriage and rear end of fuselage, tail surfaces, and doors.
Track and pilot. I'll be the pilot leader of the Airbus A380 with you, Tony, Ted and Wilbur.
Reinforced plastic. Excuse me boy, no talking because we're having a tour. If you talk, the tour has to stop. It is also the first to have a smoothly contoured wing cross-section. The wings of other commercial airliners are part. The A380 employs an integrated modular avionics (IMA) architecture, first used in advanced military aircraft, such as the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, and Dassault Rafale. The main IMA systems on the A380 were developed by the Thales Group. Designed and developed by Airbus, Thales and Diahill Aerospace, the IMA suite was first used on the A380. The suite is a technological innovation, with networked computing modules to support different applications. The data network's use of avionics full duplex switched Ethernet, an implementation of a RINC 664. These are switched, full duplex, star topology and based on 100 bes fast Ethernet. This reduces the amount of wiring required and minimizes latency. The systems are powered by wired flight control actuators, have been used for the first time in civil aviation to back up primary hydraulic actuators. Also, during certain maneuvers, they augment the primary actuators. They have self-contained hydraulic and electrical power supplies. Electrohydrostatic actuators, EHA, are used in the aileron and elevator, electric and hydraulic motors to drive the slat as well as electrical backup hydrostatic actuators, EBA, for the rudder and some spoilers. The cabin has features to reduce traveler fatigue such as a quieter interior and higher pressurization than previous generations of aircraft. The A380 is pressurized to the equivalent altitude of 1,520 m, 5,000 ft, up to 12,000 m, 39,000 ft. It has 50% less cabin noise, 50% more cabin area and volume, larger windows, bigger overhead bins, and 60 cm, 2.0 ft, more headroom than the 747-400. Seating options range from 3-room 12M to 130 SQFT residence and first class to 11, across in economy. Airbus A380 economy seats are up to 48 cm, 19 in, wide in a 10 abreast configuration, compared with the 10 abreast configuration on the 747-400 that typically has seats 44.5 cm, 17.5 in, wide. On other aircraft, economy seats range from 41.5 to 52.3 cm, 16.3 to 20.6 in width. In the 1990s, aircraft manufacturers were planning to introduce larger planes than the Boeing 747. In a common effort of the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, with manufacturers, airports and its member agencies, the 80-meter box was created, the airport gates allowing planes up to 80 m, 260 ft, wingspan and length to be accommodated. Airbus designed the A380 according to these guidelines, and to operate safely on Group V runways and taxiways with a 60 meters, 200 ft, low bearing width. In 2005, the ICAO recommended that provisional separation criteria for the A380 on takeoff and landing be substantially greater than for the 747, because preliminary flight test data suggested a stronger wake turbulence. These criteria were in effect while the ICAO's Wake Vortex Steering Group, with representatives from the JAA, Eurocontrol, the FAA, and Airbus, refined its 3-year study of the issue with additional flight testing. In September 2006, the working group presented its first conclusions to the ICAO. As the A380 fleet grows older, Airworthiness Authority rules require certain scheduled inspections from approved aircraft tool shops. The increasing fleet size caused expected maintenance and modification to cost $6.8 billion for 2015 to 2017, of which $2.1 billion are for engines. Emirates performed its first 3C check for 55 days in 2014. During lengthy shop stays, some airlines will use the opportunity to install new interiors. I hope everyone are enjoying this tour. So we'll go to the Airbus A400 before we commence this tour.
Hello YouTubers, we're in the museum since our tour's done, and we're seeing airplanes there.
I know because we like airplanes, and I even seen lots of airplanes in Smithsonian Museum in US.
Oh yes, it's my first time here.
2 of us too also.
Okay guys, let's go look at airplanes now.
There. Huh? It's unclosable. It's shaking. No headroom. Mom, it's very low. Yeah, very low headroom. It's not enough for a basketball player. There we go there. Up to the end. Okay. Excuse me. It's gonna break my head. Yeah.
Des avions avec le manche comme ça. Ça vole plus, c'est les anciens.
Guys, how was the museum experience?
It's good. We have money to buy model airplanes, but I have to buy enough only with our money.
I have enough money for use and food only.
I could only buy the Airbus A380 model only for me.
Yes, I can buy any aircraft like Airbus A330.
Yes, I like airplanes also.
Boys, how are you doing?
We're looking for model airplanes.
Okay, so when all of you are done, come to us.
Okay, thanks.